over the last few weeks, and I think many people, in the tabloids and television and YouTube, about hidden kind of agendas. And has anybody had conversation? I'm sure you have had conversations with people that you feel your intuition is screaming at you to say that this person I'm talking to is not there is a hidden kind of agenda. And I feel it's really sad when I feel it's really sad. People like that are kind of really sad that you can be talking to someone in a very kind of just being yourself, being very comfortable in your own skin, and that kind of feeling of being self-assured. And you've done a lot of work on yourself. Empaths, absolutely, peace, joy. Yeah, it's empathic people, and we do a lot of work on ourselves with regards to like emotional intelligence and trying to be aware of not kind of being looking as if we're not authentic and that we are speaking from the heart. But the problem here is actually talking when you've done a lot of work on yourself and you feel quite self-reliant, self-assured, and then you're talking to someone who has not done that. Now that conversation, that two-way kind of communication, it is so difficult. It is so difficult. And I don't know about you guys, but I struggle with that. I do struggle with that. Because you start a conversation, you're so chilled out and relaxed about it. And the other person is kind of, you can feel this kind of, I don't know what it is, like an envy or a jealousy that you've got you've got it all together, that you've got your head together, that you've got it sorted out and that kind of thing, when they haven't. Yeah, it is fascinating actually. And I before I came on here this evening, it's just so exhausting. And again, that's a symptom when you're dealing with a narcissist. It's exhausting to deal with. It is exhausting because they're trying to play poker game with your head, and you will go left, they will go right. Yeah, it's passive aggressive. Absolutely, Nina. It's like straight away it's passive aggressive and it's manipulative, and you're trying to have just a straight conversation with someone, and and you're finding it exhausting. And I feel that's the first signs of when you're dealing with a narcissist is, and they are bizarre at questions. Their questions are bizarre. It's like, oh, well, what made you something as simple as, I don't know, going on holiday to kind of Spain or America or what have you. And to me, that's normal. But to a narcissist, they can't understand that you've actually got an opinion, that you've got thoughts of your own, that you have likes and dislikes of your own. And they're trying to, in their kind of dysfunctional head, toxic brain, they're trying to work out, that, and this is what I find exhausting with narcissists. You're trying to have this conversation. Oh, I went to America, or I went to Spain, traveled through Madrid. I went to visit these cathedrals and things, and they're working it out how you did that, in your how. Yeah, it's like every uh, yeah, Nina, you've got it there. It always feels as if a question was a test. Yes, yes. It feels as if every question is a test, and you've got to kind of talk. You've got to talk your way through this kind of test. Yes, which is which is which is bizarre. So yeah, I don't know why I brought this subject up, because I just did a bit more kind of looking at like that kind of thing, and I was thinking about Meghan, and and her kind of acting her way through this royal situation. That must be so exhausting for her to be acting every single day. Surely sometimes I guess she throws on a yoga pants, her pajamas, and watches TV, and just just being herself. But and it's kind of, hello, happy Christmas, everybody, happy Christmas, and um, yeah, thank you for following me. That's amazing. Um, I'm not sure. Is it like yeah, I suppose in an acting role, it's acting, being fake, and and it's I don't know it. People who are fake just follow the crowd, don't they? They just follow the crowd, or they copy, don't they? They copy who they feel is trending at that present time. Um, and I guess they're looking for you to, you seem like, oh, you seem to have it all together, and you seem to be leading the way here. So I'm going to copy you. And I hate that. I hate it when fake people, actually copy you. Yeah. And you can see that they're copying your hand gestures, and you can see that they're copying, mirroring you, and watching you like a movie. Yeah, it is very sad. It is very sad. Yeah. So yeah, so thank you for, yeah, I just came on for a chat really, because I want you all to enjoy your Christmas, and and just to be yourselves, be your authentic selves, and try not to feel uncomfortable around these kind of people, because it just makes you feel uncomfortable. It puts you on the spot. And with the last one that I did, where the connection failed, I was saying that once I asked for a drink, which is Di Serrano on ice, which I love that drink, and I got tested on that. I got asked about that, like, what is it? Why? What makes you like that? What made you choose that? What made you? It's like you've got this kind of identity that actually has a choice and an opinion, and you actually love something, and that you're very, it's all very kind of bizarre, very, very bizarre. Did she cast a love spell? Um, I'm a bit concerned about. Yeah, I am a bit concerned about. Meghan and what I've been kind of seeing her getting involved with in terms of this. Somebody, I was watching one thing, and it said that she was in some kind of satanic kind of ritual. I don't like things like that. Everything that I do is very much from like the divine, and I don't like to kind of, yeah, that's what this kind of spirit cooking. I've no idea what that means, and that is quite shocking. I don't know. Has anybody got that story? I don't know anything. I have no idea what that is. I don't even feel that I even want to kind of research that and look that up. Um, so yeah, yeah, and again, going back to the narcissism thing, going back to the narcissism thing, yeah, they're very, very tricky to deal with. And it seems to be like an epidemic that, it's like people have to put on this fake mask and pretend to be somebody that they're not. And the thing is with, healthy people and empaths can actually see this fakeness. We can actually see it. I mean, we may not be able to see it if it's a covert narcissism, but you can see it. You feel it. You feel it in your gut. Yeah, you feel it in your gut that this person's not is asking me lots of questions and finding out why I do what I do, what I'm doing, why I every single detail. And you think, well, yeah, it's all a bit odd, all of that kind of thing. I don't know why I brought that up. I think that I was talking to somebody and it got all very kind of convoluted. It started off as a conversation and then it got into, it was about the Di Serrano thing. It was a conversation. I just ordered a drink and the next minute I'm being kind of interrogated of, why I like Di Serrano. It was all a bit bizarre. And it didn't feel, and I felt as if I was being tested. It felt a bit odd, you know? So, yeah, this thing, do you know what? I think I watched one YouTuber who's been going for a long time, and he also talks about political issues, and he just comes straight out with, and he's got a big massive following. I can't remember his name now, and I should remember it, but he just said. Oh, he's got his YouTube. He's got him with his glasses on one half of the video, and on the other half of the video, there's Meghan with her like cow turd hat on. So if you see it, that's the one I'm talking about, and it says something like straight away said, what's going on with this Meghan, because she. Most of the nation actually feel that she's not suitable to be in the royal family, and that's full stop. Full stop. That is the general kind of opinion, is that she is not suitable to be a royal. But then again, yeah, because this is getting out of hand with this kind of satanic kind of rituals here. Yeah, I've actually got a little glass of wine here, but I have got some Di Serrano. That is my drink. I like that. Um, yeah, I just don't. I was watching this, and it straight away said she's obviously not suitable for the royal family, and why was she even allowed to enter the royal family? I mean, why was she? Why was Meghan allowed to enter the royal family? Why? When they're pretty much quite strict with people's background checks and all of this. I mean, there's more and more, seems to be more and more coming out here of it's just crazy. I think even me, I'm more suitable to be a royal than Meghan. That's crazy, but it's just well, she's a rebel, isn't she? She's a rebel. The thing is what is she? Why is she? What is she rebelling against? Which is a bit of a worry. They didn't want to lose Harry. I guess so. I guess so. I guess that they were worried that Harry had actually fallen in love with this woman, and yeah, I don't get it. I don't get. Yeah, I don't get why she was allowed in to. Oh, racism. Well, it's been really strange because we had this drama on the other day, which was about slavery and plantations and all that. We seem to be having a lot of that. These programs on TV at the moment, which is about plantation, especially in the UK, about slavery and white people. Um, I don't know whether that's saying, and the plantation owners falling in love, like Harry felt falling in love, and he did look a bit like Harry actually. And this plantation owner falling in love with one of the slaves, having this baby, and this baby, um, being yeah, we've had a lot of these like dramas on at the moment. Merry Christmas, everybody, and so yeah, this was just a little bit of a quick chat, really. Thank you all for. I just want to say thank you, everybody, for supporting my channel, and I will get after Christmas and into the new year. I will get some more interesting topics to share with you, and fit to be a royal. I don't know. I really don't know anymore. So yeah, so I just want to say thank you, and that's the main reason I came on. Thank you so much for all your comments and all your comments and your support for the channel. I don't feel it's bashing, Nancy. It's not bashing. I feel it's just the way it feels like this is the feeling at the moment, whether whether she was black or whether she's white. There's nothing racist about it. I think Yeah, it's not bashing. I feel it's not just this channel. I feel it's the general kind of mood at the moment. Oh, thank you, Nancy, and I love you too. So nobody's hating here at all, and I hate it. Why do people think you're not allowed to comment about somebody who is up, somebody who is upsetting, who's a concern really. Yeah, the thing is that Nancy, I can understand what you're saying, that she's a young girl. She's 37, isn't she? And she's a divorcee, so she's not a young girl. And yeah, she is having a baby, and I understand that too. But there are these concerns of her going against this protocol, which the tradition of the royal family is there to rise above the public, the general public. And they do this. They put this protocol in place so that nobody within the royal family has an opinion. Nobody in the royal family is allowed to have any kind of political views. That they are above this, and this is why they have this protocol. To be neutral, I feel, and Meghan is, turns up at a fashion awards because, I also get as well that Meghan actually misses being a movie star. That's another thing. She's a movie star. And she actually misses being this actress and this kind of Hollywood kind of lifestyle. So there is a bit of a rebellion there, and you cannot dismiss that. Okay. And she's on the world stage. She has put herself in the public eye. Same as the Kardashians, same as Princess Diana. She's on the world stage. If you put yourself there, you're going to get, there will be a public kind of interest. Okay. Now, the public are interested why she keeps kind of rebelling against the royals, because she went to these fashion awards and in this and another thing as well, royals don't wear tight fitting dresses when they're pregnant. That's another thing that's another Hollywood thing, I guess, showing your bump, showing the bump off, and the black kind of nail varnish. Royals don't wear black nail varnish. It's what is that saying? It's royals wear like a pale pink or a nude color. Yeah, bashing is not nice. It's not nice. We're not bashing. We're not saying she's unintelligent. She's not. We're not saying that. She is an intelligent woman. She's very beautiful. She's an actress in her own right. She does these humanitarians, but I think with the things that's been happening is what people are concerned about, is why she keeps going against this kind of protocol. Somebody said as well that she was when she first met Harry, that kind of thing. She was smoking pot, she was smoking weed, and that's another thing. I really don't know. There's lots of things that she's doing that she does not need to do in terms of In terms of, the black nail varnish and a black, yes, it goes with a black dress. Yes, I can understand that. But a black dress, black nail varnish, and a tight fitting dress, it's not royal at all. It's not the way the royal family would dress at all, especially as well being pregnant. It would be like maybe a white or a pink, pale pink dress with some nice pale pink nail varnish, that kind of thing. So yeah, so yeah, I don't, I don't want to. I just don't. In my opinion, personal opinion, in my personal opinion, yeah, she's a superstar. She's like a Kardashian in a way. I would say it's like Harry marrying somebody like a Kardashian. But then again, would they be into this kind of weird stuff that's going on behind the scenes, Um, so yeah, I just feel that what is this? These American, I'm not saying Americans, but why do people want to destroy this kind of traditional kind of protocol? And why do people seem to want to be equal to the royals? And that kind of thing. I'm trying to, in these kind of ways of not going, not adhering to the royal protocol and not showing any respect, you know. Um, it's showing respect basically for the royal family, yeah. And if somebody is just going to, I mean, go totally against protocol, that shows that there's a lack of respect. I'm trying to kind of change some kind of dynamics here, and I think that's what people don't like. Yeah, so why is Harry allowing the hate against Kate? Yeah, that's quite yeah, he seems to be taking a back seat. As far as I'm concerned, it's like Harry is taking a back seat and kind of watching all of this unfold. Like he's taking a back seat and watching Meghan and Kate fall out, arguing, like he's kind of pitting them against each other. I mean, what's that all about? What's that all about? So all these little fallouts and rifts here, and yet Harry kind of, it just seems as if he's quite enjoying this rebel side of Meghan. Maybe he likes it. Maybe he likes that little kind of edginess about Meghan. Um, I do get, I do get quite well, I pick up intuitively that she has one or two kind of personas. She has the sweet kind of girl persona, and she's very sweet and very likable and very lovely to people. She has another persona, which is a very professional, star-studded studded kind of Hollywood person who can stand there on a podium and just be so kind of Hollywood, kind of red carpet like professional. And then she's got this other side of her. There's so many sides to this woman, um, which is, and then she's got like the one that the rebel side to her, where she'll pull out her tongue at people. Um, yeah, I read on Harry. I keep meaning to do that actually. Um, so I don't understand. There's so many personalities. There's so many personalities to kind of get through with Meghan. I don't even know who she is. Um, and I feel if she was natural and if she was more kind of authentic in the way she projected herself, a lot like Kate, or a lot like Princess Anne, where she doesn't give a damn really, accept me or you don't kind of thing. I think then she would get more respect. But because there's so many kind of different kind of personalities, it's quite hard to determine, and that kind of thing. You can't. It's like you cannot kind of trust somebody who changes their personality like that to kind of suit the day kind of thing, or suit the people. I mean, Princess Diana was going to Princess Diana. Princess Diana was basically she was consistent. She was, if she went on a walkabout, or she went to visit Great Ormond Street Children's Hospital, she was always kind of consistent, always sweet and lovely and that kind of thing. But yeah. Yeah, I kind of get confused about yeah, no one knows April, yeah. Yeah, no one knows who she is. I guess that's what we're trying to work out basically. We're all a bit kind of intrigued. I feel that maybe Meghan is intriguing because, of her past, where she come from, this crazy damn family that she's got. Um, and this crazy family she's got, and all of this, and then she's quite the opposite to her family. So we're kind of trying to think, how come you're so opposite to this family of yours? But then again, you do develop your own kind of identity if you kind of spin off away from your family because you don't want to be associated with that crazy damn family. You do tend to spin off and create your own life. So I do kind of get that. I do get that. I do get that with that could be why she's so different. She has a false self, yeah. And Peace Joy, I think, I do feel she does have a false self. I mean, what is a false self? It's kind of not having an identity at all, is it? A false self. It's kind of taking on other people's identities to kind of fill in that void. And that's what a narcissist is, isn't it? Yeah, a family are very dysfunctional. Yeah, I guess we're just trying to put the pieces together. And she's a member of the royal family, and we don't want we don't want people like to dismantle something that a lot of us like Harry. We don't want somebody to come in and ruin Harry's life and upset him and upset the apple cart really. That kind of thing. So we're kind of trying to work it all out, I guess. I guess that's what it is. I guess, but there's so much going on. It's just, Yeah, I actually there, Salzburg, MM was raised to be a narcissist. It was heard that Doria was in prison. Yeah, I actually do feel that too. I feel that her mother, especially this, I did this reading about what was she doing, going to the old people's home. Is she ruthless? Well, I feel that I don't feel Doria actually. I don't feel Doria. I feel there is some ruthless. I do pick up this ruthlessness there to a point because your dad has just won all of this money, so go and live with your dad for a while. And it's like about kind of material things. And then her dad pushing her to rub shoulders with A-listers and feel comfortable around A-listers. I mean, what the hell went on there? Her father pushing her to be around A-listers at like about 11, 12 years old. And all what goes on in Hollywood, they're a bit weird, aren't they? With all this satanic kind of craziness going on. So, I mean, wouldn't that mess up kind of her head? And then she's watching very kind of fake people who act, they act, and she is then thinking, how can I get to be like that person? And I feel that she was taught to act from a young age. Yeah, so I mean, to be pushed into her father pushing her into these circles of these kind of Hollywood kind of set. I mean, what, because she feels comfortable around them. Yeah. She's very kind of, I don't know, I can't understand it. Difficult to understand. Okay, yeah. So I just want to say thank you so much, everyone, for being here. This has been the best soap opera ever. Well, it kind of has. It's kind of, I've got a little bit kind of carried away with it in a way. I'm still trying to work it out, guys. Trying to work it out. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel a lot has happened and we don't know about, to be honest. Yeah, I just concerned really, and it's awful that it's like get this like big kind of it's sort of got really blown up, hasn't it, about Meghan and all this media stories and all of this and kind of she copes with it really well. She seems to cope with it really well. It's like she's saying, well, I have got this kind of this family that are crazy, and I have got this past. I have got a past. Get over it, because I am still going to be Harry's kind of wife. So it's like a saying, this is who I am. I'll wear black nail polish if I want to. I will wear a skin tight dress with no hosiery if I want to. you know, kind of thing. So I'm thinking as well, I get the impression that the Queen is thinking, um, let's just, you know, let's just get over this. You know, she's an actress, and let's just get over it. And yeah, this is it. Why did they kick Fergie out? I mean, Fergie, you know, Sarah Ferguson didn't do half as much as, apart from that toe sucking kind of incident. I don't think Sarah Ferguson did. I think she teamed up with Diana, didn't she? I think they just wanted to get rid of both of them at the time. And Diana, you know, we all know what happened to Diana. But in terms of Fergie, they actually really kind of ruined her, didn't they? They kind of threw her to the wolves, basically. I've always liked Sarah Ferguson, and you know, they threw her to the wolves, and yet actually they've started to accept her back in again, haven't they? At the wedding, and I think she said when she went to Harry's wedding, you know, oh, it's about time, it's about damn time, didn't she? I think that she was invited. And I think she has been invited as well to the Christmas at Sandringham. I think she's been invited there too. So she is starting to be invited again. I think it's like bygones, let bygones be bygones. You know, there are people worse than Fergie. And you know, it's like accepting, and this is another thing, because if they're going to accept Meghan, they've got to accept Fergie, because, you know, Harry has been a rebel, Meghan can be a rebel, so, you know, so Fergie, yeah, she's been a little bit of a rebel. So what? So I guess that if they're going to accept them, they're going to have to accept Fergie back, you know? Yeah. So I think it's going to get easier for Fergie because of her daughters. Her daughters love her, and, you know, I feel they feel it for their mom that she gets pushed out. Of course, they'll feel it. They actually love their mom, you know. Um, so yeah, so I do get that. I'm glad that Fergie's back in, and I'm sure that Fergie is too. And also her daughters, I think for her daughters and her grandchildren, um, you know, those daughters are going to have children, aren't they? And there's going to be grandchildren, and they want their grandma and Fergie and Andrew to be together, and, well, not you know, not together in marriage, but together as grandparents and all of that. They don't want this dysfunction anymore. You know, I guess that's what this was all about. So I feel that that's a good thing. That's a good thing that she's back in again. I like Fergie. I do like Fergie. Yeah. Anyway, guys, I've seem to have got more people watching now, but it's Christmas Eve, and it's getting quite late here, and I really should be, you know, I should be heading off to bed now, because I've got you know, I've got plans for tomorrow, Christmas lunch and all of that. So yeah, so I'm going to say, guys, have a great Christmas. Okay, have a lovely day tomorrow. I won't be coming on tomorrow but I will be, you know, on Christmas week, I will be popping by to say hello. Thank you for coming on tonight. I love all of you. Thank you for following me. And yeah, sleep well. I just want to say before I go, that video that I did, if you want to go and have a look at it, premonitions and dreams, I actually did predict that there was going to be a tsunami in Malaysia or Asia. I said, and that's actually come true. Okay, that I had this dream of this big wave, either a tsunami or it was a you know, to do with water, and I was, you know, I was spot on with that. If you want to go and have a look at that. Okay. Yeah, Merry Christmas, everybody. Have a great Christmas, and I'll catch up with you next week sometime. Okay. So I'm going to say good night and Merry Christmas, Happy New Year if I don't see you, and love all of you. Okay, so yeah, go and have a look at that, predictions and dreams, because I did actually predict tsunami in Malaysia and Asia, so that actually came true. So there you go. So sending you lots of love, lots of blessings, and you take care, everyone. Love all of you. Okay, have a great day tomorrow. Bye bye.